Hi, Paul Nashwati coming to you live from the show floor at KubeCon EU 2026. I'm here with Hung from Akuity. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great to have you on. Always great to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So lots going on, lots of announcements going on. Obviously, the booth traffic is incredibly long here. It's really exciting time.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about what you're experiencing here, and then go into Kargo and go into that announcement.
Oh, it's amazing. I think this is one of the biggest and ever amazing KubeCon for us. You see, we have a really nice location, and all the people are coming to us, talking with Argo City and also Kargo. And we also see the good momentum with Kargo because about 2 years ago we just announced it, and the people are learning about, hey, what is Kargo? Now people are telling us is they are already using the Kargo in production now. You see, all the people are actually trying to see the demo, actually asking a lot of good questions there. So the momentum is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, there's obviously a lot of traffic. Why do you think the momentum is growing as fast as it's growing? Because you, like you were saying, you were educating before, and now people are coming to you.
I think we do have a very strong foundation. If you quoted about the CNCF survey 2025, so Argo CD already being adopted by 67% of the clusters in production.
Yeah.
It's like such a strong foundation with another 20% actually doing the experimentation. That means add up about 80%.
Yeah.
So means I would say in a way is the deployment portion is a solved problem now. So that means it's given, it's de facto, that's a choice. Then people are starting to see, hey, what I can make things better? What is missing? They're starting to research around that kind of, oh, I finished this, like look around, what else? Then they see the Kargo really fitting and solving their problem regarding they have more and more clusters, they have multiple environments. They also want to make sure deploying to the production is being controlled with governance. Then they see the Kargo really fits there.
Yeah, so obviously governance is important, especially here in Europe. We're in Europe, data sovereignty, governance, compliance, regulation. So for the audience that may not know Kargo, can you explain a little bit about that and how it?
Yeah, Kargo is actually the multi-stage continuous promotion solution. I think the key problem is actually solving the promotion across multiple environments. So you have dev, staging, production.
Yep.
So then you want to make sure some binary or some artifacts goes through this like pipeline properly and goes through all the gates before it goes to the production. So that's kind of like one thing looks like easy to do. However, you need the visibility, you need the control, you need a kind of like a very reliable solution end to end, and also you need the flexibility. Because we are talking about nowadays, when you talk about one environment, actually it's not about just Kubernetes.
Right.
People are actually doing the serverless, doing the CDN management, doing the VM, doing all the things. So you need to be flexible enough to actually define the environment as a first-class citizen and getting that confidence about deploying your binary to the different environment property.
So it's not just for greenfield opportunities. This is for existing opportunities as well. So you can kind of blend and bridge the gap between heritage environments to new environments and then kind of move towards a future that you're trying to drive towards. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, the Kubernetes is the future, period. Everyone believes on that. However, in the reality, everyone's environment is more complicated.
Right.
So we know a big financial institution, they have been piloted the Kubernetes and Argo for about 5 years, but it's only 5% of all their infrastructure traffic.
Right.
However, they know the Kubernetes is the future, so they do want to accelerate that. Basically, in the next 3 years, they want to flip that. So you want to run 95% on Kubernetes, but 5% is still running on the serverless VMs. But they are not going away. So it means the typical challenge for all the Fortune 500 customers we have is they are hybrid. So they are multi-cloud, multi-environment, multi-runtime. So they need something kind of like glue things together properly. Well, the center of the gravity is still on Kubernetes, but they still need to run Terraform. They still need to run like VMs properly.
Yeah. So interesting, because like when I'm hearing a lot is complexity and skill gap are the challenges organizations are running into. And from what we talked about on our briefing before the event and what we talked about here and what we're seeing at the show is you're really reducing the friction of doing the deployment. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to meet what the needs are. So like about 2-3 years ago, we created this I would say simple project called the Terraform Bridge. So we realized, wow, it's so well attended. So many people come to us asking questions because they say, hey, they run Terraform for the cloud resources. That's kind of like the amazing, the number one point solution for the cloud resource management. They run Argo CD also. That's the deployment solution, the de facto deployment solution for Kubernetes. But you have those amazing point solution, but who is gluing things together?
Right.
Then we did the survey in 2025 through the Argo community. They asked me, hey, what's your promotion solution? They said DIY. Two-thirds of the people, they said they're DIY. So everyone is doing things very differently. Then we say, this is more like a greenfield opportunity for us. It's like, what if you can make the promotion to be a true concept and making the environment to be the first-class citizen? That's kind of where you meet the needs to make it happen.
Yeah, I like it. A unified front, unified approach to bridging the old and the new, but also basically having that, reducing that friction, right?
Yes.
Now, sure, you can do it yourself, but your faster time to value is to just deploy it the way you've already. And why do it yourself? You're going to own all that, right?
Yes.
You can just build it. So, all right. So, with top 3 things that you want the audience to know and take away from what you're doing at the event here today.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to introduce us. So we are Akuity. So we are an enterprise software delivery platform. We provide that. So we actually have 3 capabilities in our platform. Number 1 is deployment. So basically, we are the original creator of the Argo CD, has been working on Argo for 10 years. So we do have a unique architecture, which is 100 times more scalable than the open source version. We also have the promotion solution, which is powered by Kargo. As we talked a lot, it's basically the multi-stage continuous promotion solution. We support VM, Kubernetes, serverless, all of it. And then number 3 is actually our intelligence. It's actually our AI capability on top. So what we are doing here is our solution is built in the Argo and Kargo directly. So it actually monitoring your infrastructure, getting the real-time context. It also actually kind of like producing those like instant according to your runbooks and also your operational context here. In the end, it actually taking the corrective action autonomously. So in the end, you're getting this like end-to-end AI agent experience, basically help you to manage your infrastructure properly.
So, okay, let me ask you this question. Future looking. We're here in 2027,
Yeah.
right? And we're a year out from today. What do you want the audience to know? Like, what would be the huge successes that you would see from a year from now?
I do think the people will do, due to the boost of the productivity by the AI, I do think there will be more AI applications, more features, more deployment. I do think the whole infrastructure will be more managed in more automation, autonomously even. So not only just like the Argo Kargo will be the foundational thing, hey, here's the way how you promote and deploy, but also you have this like smart layer on top is operating about, hey, do I promoting successfully? Can I do the additional validation? Can I actually, when something is broken, can it actually self-heal? I think those things will be very, like happening in the very near future already.
I think you're right. I think self-service, autonomous,
Yeah.
And automation is really going to be key.
Yes.
Always great to have you on. It's been really, your insights are really powerful. I think it really aligns to what we're seeing in our research, but also at the show here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. Paul Nash, coming to you live from the show floor at KubeCon EU 2026.